Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're well. So I just wanted to talk about something. One of the things that you find that you have to deal with after you realize that a person you're dealing with is a narcissist, one of the things you begin to deal with is, especially if you have kids with this person, is just a lot of compassion. Like you begin to sort of pity them, because in your mind you're thinking, this person is somebody's child, right? Something happened to make them become like this, because you're looking at the side of the person that, it's always like a struggle for you. This person is someone's child, just like my own children now, like obviously if my children were in a relationship or in a marriage and they are doing all of these behaviors and the person that they are with is at their wits end, I would want to beg the person that please just endure. Do you understand? It's almost, you think about it, you want to tell the person, please, oh yeah, how can I make life easier? You can see that this person has weaknesses. Do you understand? I beg, please. Okay, how can I make it better? Or do you need me? What kind of mother-in-law do you need me to be? Or do you need me to come? Okay, maybe if the person has done something, just tell me. Come to me. Please. I will help you. At least I will comfort you, and I will tell him or I'll tell her off. But please come to me. I beg. Don't just leave, because in your mind you're thinking you don't want your child to be abandoned. This whole life journey, at the end of the day, it's like you have a child. It's just like how your children are in the house, and your child, you hear pouring prayers for them. And let's say if it's a girl, you're raising her, she has gone to school, she has gone to masters, and then you give her away in marriage. Your prayer is, God, let this marriage just be a good marriage, my child. But you don't want what you don't want in your life is that your child will now start struggling, and your child will now maybe be divorced and be abandoned and have to be homeless with children. Like, you don't want that difficulty. Or you have a son, or you don't want, what you don't want is for one bad woman to come into their life, take all their things, and the person is depressed, and you know how it is with men and mental health. So you just want the best for your children. So it's almost like you're telling the person, please now, I beg, please, just how can we, you guys, you're getting counsel for them. So it's like in your head you're thinking this person is someone's child, obviously, especially if their parents are not alive. You're almost like thinking, what would their parents want for in this situation? Their parents would probably say, please, can you bear with him? Can you pray for him? So it's almost like you're thinking, what if this was my child? I would want the person to at least pray with him, pray for him. Like, so it's almost like it's that compassion that you have for this person. You're having compassion for someone who is destroyed, and that compassion is what they are counting on to continue to destroy you. It's called toxic empathy. Empathy. You're having compassion, and you enter into the grave. It's not even healthy. It's very unhealthy. You should be able to love people, but protect yourself now. You're God's daughter, you're God's son. You cannot be somewhere with someone who is bringing knife and tearing your shirt, and the person will curse you. You're cursed. You will not be. Nothing you do with. You're God's child, though. You're God's child. It's not empathy. That's foolishness. Okay, you can protect yourself. You can leave that situation and still be praying for them. But you don't have to stay there and bear it and be thinking ahead of for their mother, for their father. What would they want? No. They are not your child. Stop putting yourself in the shoes of their parents. Or what would their parents want me to do? If you were a parent and your child was acting like that, as a responsible parent, you tell the child, listen, I'm not going to take this nonsense. I would tell my own self, I will tell that person, the other party that the child is treating like that, I will support you. Let's leave. I'm taking you out of this place. You're not going to be here with this son. God forbid, it's not my child in Jesus, and none of my children will be like that. But let's say if it was, I don't even want to say, let's say, but it's just me being like, you're not going to treat anyone like that. I would be with that person. I'm not going to be like, oh, because it's my son, I'll now protect the bad behavior. No. I will tell you, you cannot treat this person like this. I will support that person. Whatever, if it's a man, if he needs to go to a refuge, if he needs to go to counseling, I will support the person. And if it's a woman, I would lay my strength with that other person and not the child of mine, which will never be mine in Jesus' name. None of my children will act like that. But, I will not support that kind of bad behavior, So, yeah, I just want to say that.